What's up? Jermaine back with another Uber vlog video. 7:37 a.m. Let's go online right now. These videos, I'm gonna include the mileage from now on. And as you can see, I'm at 0 miles for the day, and we will see how much I make off of the money subtracting the mileage. 7:39. Just accepted a Uber pool request. 2.8 surge. I haven't really been driving Uber lately. I just been doing a lot of Postmates. Been out of the car, but I don't know. Now it's been raining like crazy lately. Also, my car is in the shop for like a week and a half too. So it's another reason why I haven't really been driving Uber as much. 8:07 a.m. and I'm at 6 miles. Those last two Uber pool rides were $33.02 for the both of them together. 8:15. I'm in the middle of the surge, about to cut my phone back on. It's raining like cats and dogs, but it's not that many rides going on right now. So I said to myself, from now on, if it's not surging, I'm not gonna drive. Or if it's not surging, I'm not gonna pick up. You know, I'm gonna pretty much just check my phone every time I go online, and if it's not surging, just don't go online. If it is, because it's just not worth it, man. Like the past two rides I just did, one was 2.8 surge and the other one was 2.0 surge. I got like 30 bucks. 33 bucks or whatever. But more importantly, if those rides were regular price, I would have got like 12 bucks or something, like $15 or something. It really makes a difference when it's surging, because it's really hard to make money. My car was in the shop, and since my car is in the shop, like I had a loaner car, and I wasn't really I didn't want to drive that for Uber because of the whole like insurance deal, and I don't want to risk getting deactivated for something like stupid like that. However, I know a lot of people that do it anyway, but I don't want to do it and set an example, and also I don't want to do it and blog in it either. You know, that wouldn't be a good idea. Yeah, so my freaking VW Jetta needed a new transmission at 46,000 miles, which was ridiculous. But honestly, I blame it on the San Francisco hills. I don't really blame it on the car. I think I could have been driving any car. And the amount of driving that I was doing in the city, going up and down these like massive hills, it's gonna kill any car, you know. Now, if I take this car and drive it in LA, I think I'll have a different... I believe if I was driving this car in LA, I would have a different experience, because I don't think it would die at, you know, less than 50,000 miles, because LA is mainly flat. SF, like majority of the time you're driving, you're freaking driving on a hill. So right now I'm in the marina, and I just checked the passenger app. The passenger app says the surge is 1.7, but then I checked my phone and it says 2.5. Like, I don't know what to think here. 8:24 a.m. just accepted a Uber pool. This is a 2.5 surge, and also right after that one I accepted another Uber pool, a 1.7 surge. So we'll see how these two rides turn out. Hopefully they're going to the airport. One was in one area where there's like a cluster of hotels, so possibly they want to go to the airport. But honestly, I don't really want to drive to the airport, because that's gonna put a lot of mileage on my car. And it would be dope if they just wanted to go like right downtown, because I could still make decent money and I won't have to drive so far away. Because at the end of this video, I'm gonna do a different I'm gonna calculate my money differently at the end of this video. It's gonna show that I'm gonna make a whole lot less. Probably gonna notice the smaller amount in the title of this video. 9:02 a.m. at 14 miles. Alright guys, so I just dropped off that last Uber pool request, which turned into 3 Uber pools. The first one was 1.25, the second one was 1.7, the third was 1.4, And one of those rides actually came to be $1.79. Like, I looked at my earnings statement, and like for one ride, the one that was 1.7 surge, it came out to be like $1.79. It's crazy Uber math that I cannot explain to you guys. Things that kind of tick me off about the app is like when you're getting close to a destination and you're about to drop off a passenger. Now you can receive another request before you drop that person off. So what if you want to stop driving? Like, you have to like miss that request, which is gonna hurt your acceptance rating. I see the ideal of them doing that so you can be online all the time and they can just keep you online. And if I want to sign off and another ride pops up and it's like a 3x surge, I'm definitely gonna take that ride, you know. I'm not too far from the 2.3 surge. 17 miles at 9:20 a.m. 9:21, just accept the Uber X. This one is a 1.4 surge, and I'm about 7 blocks away from the pickup. 9:37 a.m., 20 miles. This is 9:37, just dropped off that last ride. Traffic's heavy. It was like $14 before the Uber cuts. I'm like not moving here. Finally moving. 9:38 a.m. and right now I'm at $73.67. And to a lot of you guys that sounds very decent, because I've been out less than, I don't know, 2 hours or so, 3 hours. We're gonna do some special math. We're gonna see how much I actually made per hour, subtracting the mileage. Remember the 20 miles that I drove? Because the IRS says that it costs what? 56 and a half cents a mile to operate a car this year. So we're gonna do a calculation with that subtraction, with the toll, with all that, and then I'm gonna give you guys a fast breakdown of what I actually made today. Guys, I'm gonna have to throw this disclaimer out there. It's gonna seem like I made more money today because this is how I cheated. I left my car in the city last night, so when I started this morning, I started in the city with 0 miles. Alright? So it's gonna seem like today I made more money. Now, other days I've driven the same shift and I may have drove like 100 miles. And 100 miles is gonna be a lot different than 20 miles. But let's crunch some numbers and let's see what I come up with. Okay guys, let's do some number breakdown here. So I started around 7:30, and let's say I ended around, let's say 10 a.m., all right, just to round off the numbers. So I made $73.67, okay. Now I put 20 miles in my car. Now the IRS says it costs 54 cents to operate a car in 2016, and it's 2016. So since I just put 20 miles on my car, we want to subtract the IRS's amount from the amount of money that I made. 54 cents times 20 would be $10.80. Now that is what I'm gonna subtract from that number that Uber said I made. Uber said I made what, $73.67. So we're gonna have to subtract 1080 from 73.67. Okay guys, once we subtract those two numbers, that leaves me with $62.87. That's more like what I actually made, okay? Now that was for 2 hours of work. So divide that by 2, and that's $31.43. That's really good, but also I worked 2 hours, and pretty much all of the rides were surge rides, okay? Now, I'm going to continue to make videos like this, where I show you guys like all of the math, okay? Now, as you can see, today was a really good day. I didn't drive that much, and I made really good money, okay? Now, we're going to see what the future is going to be like, because if I continue to use this same model and this same math trick, you're going to see that some days I'm going to go out and drive, and I'm going to make less than $10. Now, this is after the IRS's standard deduction. Now, I recommend drivers, they do this, because saying that you made $100 today is nowhere near You making $100. You just received $100.